stupid setting that YouTube's turned on.
Okay, so who remembers what happened last time?
What's in the box?
The Pandorica. Is that the correct reference?
Oh god, if
Yeah,
there's a
that
time
is
lord in
correct.
there,
That is,
if there's a
that is
time
the
lord in there,
Doctor Who
problem solved. They'll solo the campaign for us.
I'm going to keep my newly acquired gun pointed at the box.
I mean, Lance will just placatively wave you down, just like, it's fine, it's just a generator, but there is something alive inside it, but it's sealed, it's fine. As long as nobody touches the big red button.
I said I'll not press it yet.
I don't trust you not to.
Well,
It's okay. We've
that's
already had
sad.
this conversation.
It's fine. I've still got
Oh.
my clutches on you. Drunk Hex walks in and presses the button.
No.
Okay.
Athletics
You
check.
actually go and do that?
I mean,
Well,
they're walking towards that button.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Oh, no, Lance
roll
was trying to
opposed
stop-
athletics or acrobatics against Lance and Tim, presumably, who both try and stop you. Because Tim was on team try and stop people last time.
Yeah.
What? Oh no, but Hex has potentially good
so, yeah,
decks.
You got to roll against yourself.
Yeah, but my athletics
Yeah,
is crazy.
Hex might be able to nimbly
Well, she rolled real
drunken
badly.
master your way
Not
through
20.
this. Oh, fuck.
Or even if it wasn't with advantage, because if I wasn't getting help from Tim, it would still be a 22.
Yeah, that rolled real badly.
I mean, yeah, you kind of just you wander in, and the team of Lance and Tim basically, I don't know, what's the weakness of a drunk person? They get a kebab. And
Yeah,
that's it for you.
Lance just produced the kebab for you.
I Hex shouts at Sharp, "I found more rum."
At least somebody's having fun.
Yeah. The ultimate weapon against a drunk person.
Give them some scran, and they'll.
This is
They'll
the
hobble
this
off
is
the
the how
board,
do we cope with being the target of an eldritch being? We take up drinking.
Start numbing oneself.
Oh.
I was going to say, if you did try and push the button, I would shoot you.
But we're drinking buddies.
Also, if you're going to shoot them after they've pressed the button, it's probably too late.
No,
And unnecessary.
Shoot their hand so that just shoot their hand so that they wouldn't touch the button.
You don't want to shoot someone
But
who
the
both
bullet hits
bleeds
the button.
fire and is covered in alcohol.
Look, you didn't press it, so we're not going to have a problem. Just stay away from the box. It's probably dangerous if you let that thing out.
But it could be a friend.
Yeah,
Probably a friend.
Or it could be a line that'll eat your bloody face off.
Well, that'd be fun.
Lions are friends. I can turn into a lion.
Lance
No.
It's just like, I think it's more likely to be either something aberrant or maybe an elemental of some sort, since it seems to be generating energy.
Oh, one of those are friends. The other ones are enemies.
Yeah, indeed.
No.
Which is why we should try to assess what it is first before finding out.
Also,
It's
Hex
worth
for
leaving
reference.
it alone.
They won't have this place set to free them.
What was that?
They won't have this place set to free them.
Well, why are we? What?
Yeah, I was trying to get onto that because it's all of the instructions are written in Abyssal, and then it was Abyssal, wasn't it? Yeah, Abyssal, and the Dark Lord can read it, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, let's just do it." I mean, Lance would just be like, "Can you read what's on that screen, and can it tell us what's inside before we do that?"
The Dark Lord could be being manipulated.
I mean, that's why I'm asking him to read the screen.
Uh, who's trying to read the thing?
I, Lance is asking the Dark Lord, can you read / interpret for me what all this means? Or for
Oh,
us what all
sure.
this means?
The Dark Lord will approach, and he will look at it, and be like, I can't read this.
You see what your problem is here? That's gibberish.
I thought he could.
What language? What language is it in?
It's
Kid, read
Abyssal.
it.
However, his succubi all seem to know what it says, but he has no idea.
It's perfectly normal writing. I don't know why you're all having so much trouble.
Oh, now I remember. Yeah, because Hex was able to read it, but she's too drunk.
He got this job like I don't know, maybe a week ago.
Let me in there and I'll read what
2
your
weeks
thing
ago.
says.
He hasn't had time to learn a language.
Kebab in one hand, now rum in the other hand.
Okay. You three, gesturing at the succubi, what does it say?
I can't believe you're ignoring me, your best friend.
The fourth, all of the succubi look to each other because there are 4 of them.
Will one of you just tell me what it says?
Friend or not friend?
Okay, which part?
Do you know who's
like,
inside it?
If
I
they
can see I'm not wanted here, and heck,
Oh yeah, I just remembered. This is the 4th or 5th present you're meant to get from past Dark Lord.
Oh, okay. Is the order important?
You. What does it say? Tell me. Quickly.
They read the screen. It says, desktop.
Is that all it says?
Recycle bin?
Yeah, there's a recycle bin, there's a few files, there's Minesweeper.
What do the files say?
There's a few. One says maps, another says it seems to be a set of instruction manuals in one file. Another is something about mastering magic or how to use your divine power. This one's like how to use magic and engineering.
Okay.
Okay.
Instead of being general, how about the question for what I'm looking at? Does it look like it's any sort of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like intuitive or ergonomic operating system that Lance would be all like, you should find the settings in here, or something like that, or like this symbol usually means settings. Is there anything like that on screen that Lance can see?
She doesn't say that there's a settings thing, but you would know that you just have to. That typically it's just a right click on the desktop's like bottom bar type thing.
I advise the succubus to do that, and then say, if you see anything that says languages, change it to common.
Sure. She like opens up the settings. She like scrolls through for a while.
Got Spanish.
It finds the language settings.
Oh no, I've
I-
accidentally set it to Space Hamster. Shit.
I know Spanish.
She's like, oh, I mean, I can set it to Space Hamster. That is one of
Please
the options. Oh, okay.
None of us read it. Can it even be a written language?
I mean, apparently, according to this setting menu, but she'll like, what do you want it in? Common?
Common, so that
Common.
the vast majority of us can read it.
Sure. She changes
No,
it to common.
I want it in English, damn it.
Mm,
That's what I mean.
Semantics. Semantics shop. Semantics.
That is an option on here.
English?
Yep.
Okay, put it in that.
Only Sharp can read it.
God damn it.
I take over.
Excellent. This is what we've always wanted.
Okay. I start reading everything.
Does he understand
Sure.
what any of it says?
Give me a nature check, Sharp.
Nine.
Sharp. You're pretty sure the settings aren't in English.
This is in English.
Oh, sorry.
Bloody
This is Welsh.
French or something.
It's Welsh.
Like, you recognize some of the words, so
You're like-
in
you're
between
like,
some of
where's
the
all the
lines,
vowels?
like the and of and it and to and. Those are all words you know.
This is in English. Damn it. Change it to the common or something, whatever they said.
They can't
Lance-
read it.
Lance will try to
I'll try my best to change the language to common.
no, I was gonna say
Sure, you can do that.
I mean yeah, if Lance is like, yeah, press this button and then do you want like a history or something for me to go? Well surely Shop would know what languages is in English.
Yeah,
Lance
you
is
can
gonna, like,
navigate.
Yeah.
You can navigate to the language settings and change it to common. That's easy enough.
with giving you a sort of how you all see sort of guidance.
Yeah.
Switch to
So what-
common.
So it's now in common.
Okay, Lance is like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can like through these and see if I can find any information on what's actually in this thing. See if I can find some schematics or maybe a project file that details what was put together, something like that.
Looking about the computer, you don't really find anything on what's contained inside the computer.
System specifications. Click.
It runs on a like it seems to run on a custom operating system, but it doesn't list what the operating system is.
But it doesn't give you like system specifications as in what's powering the or nothing like that.
It tells you how much power is flowing into it, but it doesn't list what the power source is.
Uh, does it have any connected devices listed?
It's got a keyboard. It has a little mouse pad. There are a there is something connected called release mechanism. And there's a few hard drives and a disk drive.
Is there anything listed in the disk drive?
Uh,
Or is it
there
just empty?
seems there doesn't seem to be anything in there currently.
Nothing in terms of nothing in the files that are nothing in the operating systems that are listing. Like is it like a no? There won't be. So there's nothing in there on this. You described it as a generator last week, didn't you, of some sort, like a power system, like an
Yeah,
engine.
sort of.
Like if Lance is looking at the thing and then looking at this, he's like, "Is this thing definitely powering this?"
You can tell that like you can find the power unit for this, and you can presume that there is a thing trapped inside the power unit.
If I look at where it said release mechanism and see if there is a properties tab, is there anything in there that tells me anything about it?
When you check
This is just straight up like navigating through a PC.
when you check, can you roll me an Arcana check?
Okay. Do. 1 second. I have guidance cast, normal roll,
Yeah,
unless
unless
Tim wants
someone's
to be
helping
all,
you.
unless Tim wants to be like machine spirit guide you through the operating system.
I mean, I'll give you guidance.
No. Okay.
You're probably better at smart things than I am.
2.
Yeah, you can figure out. You don't really understand how it properly works, but you know enough to recognize that this is effectively an imprisonment spell that has been modified to interface with this computer. Is what the release mechanism is connected to.
That's some hefty magic. That like.
It is very complicated. You don't really understand all the specifics of it, but you know enough to tell what it is.
But there's no way of communicating with what's inside.
Doesn't particularly look like it, but you could check the messages in like any sort of message log or email type thing that it has.
Yeah, I'll see if there is anything like that.
You would find a list of incoming and outgoing messages. Basically, you only get like one half of a conversation. The other messages that were received seem to have been deleted, but there are a number of sent messages which go along the lines of I'd like to volunteer to keep a handle on the dangerous maniac that you're imprisoning. I'd willingly submit myself to be a warden. And then you get another one that is sort of a progress report on like a few early tribes that have settled in the nearby area. And then you get another one saying that the campaign is going well. We've pushed back their forces. And then you have another message saying that the tides are turning, things are going poorly. I don't know how much longer we can hold on. And then there is a final message which says, this is probably my last report, and I believe I will die soon. But hopefully my successor will have more luck than I in gaining an advantage in this conflict.
One message after that simply reads, "Bugger."
Oh, it's weird that they somehow managed to use a kidney for a full stop in an email, but
3 million years later, everybody's dead, Dave.
Yep.
oh,
Either way, I'm keeping my gun pointed at the box.
But they're a friend.
One other thing out of curiosity, is there a timestamp on all of these things? Showing like how long ago they were?
the most recent message was sent about 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that my joke one or the actual one? The tides are turning. I don't know how long we can hold it. This is probably my last message.
Yeah, that one was sent 3 weeks ago. Like, the new Dark Lord has been Dark Lording for all of about 2 weeks.
Oh. turns to Dark Lord. You really haven't been doing this for very long, have you?
I am new.
The only
I
thing,
did mostly get this position because I was here.
well, the only thing that I have found relating to the only thing I've found so far relating to what's inside here is the fact that it's an imprisonment spell, which is hefty magic, and that the thing that it's been imprisoned, or something that is being imprisoned, looks at the box, is described as a dangerous maniac.
I used to be a survey officer.
Says one of the succubi.
Nope, Dark Lord.
Okay. Well, let's talk about promotion.
He
So
I came to do inventory of the castle, but I wasn't connected to the goddess in any way, so I was the only candidate available. Apparently.
well, there's a lot of information in here, but so far it looks like the thing locked in here is some sort of lunatic maniac killer. So probably not a great idea to let them out.
Freedom.
Unless you guys are really like itching for scrap.
I mean, do we know that? What is in there? Like,
I mean, this is the only evidence that I've found thus far. I think it's probably going to take me a bit more time to sift through everything because there's years worth of information in here, as well as a lot of information on like magic technology, magitech. There's probably a lot of information on how to generate this spell. The sort of stuff that you really be going through.
for reference, you do think that if you freed the thing in the generator, you basically the system would shut down and it would be impossible to recover or learn anything new from this
Oh,
data.
don't worry, don't. I'm already thinking that. Yes, I mean, it actively, um, it actively states that the imprisonment unit is like the thing giving it power, didn't it?
Yeah, it does. You think effectively removing that power source would render this computer inoperable?
Oh. Does it again more computer guy stuff? Does this thing with regards to the files that are on there, like all of the magical knowledge and stuff like that, does it state how much information there is in any shape or form? Like bytes, for example.
There are effectively several terabytes of information stored on that computer.
Ooh. Because I was
Oh,
gonna,
that's
I
fine.
was
That's
thinking
not that
about,
much.
I was thinking I might be able to just build like a external drive and then transfer it.
Do you want to transfer it to the artificial? Well, sorry, the human memory banks in the spider.
You need to find a replacement human still to shove in there.
Go villages and abduct some people.
I mean, can we at least abduct some people who deserve
What?
it?
We're not abducting people that are innocent.
Well, if I want to
Sharp.
complete a computer, you need to break a few people.
I'm not going to make that joke, actually. My better conscience said, shut up right now. It's like, okay.
You're also not shoving me in there.
Well done for avoiding me saying your mare is showing.
Indeed. That is what happened.
Oh. But yeah, the Dark Lord is generally of the opinion that we should free the thing inside, but is like he doesn't really understand it, so we'll defer to your better judgment.
I mean,
If you
Lance,
don't understand it, then it's bloody dangerous. Leave it
I mean-
in there.
That's
Well,
quite a dangerous way to look at things.
I mean, I wouldn't say my judgment is better. All I'm saying is the only information I have on this thing now is it's being described in messages to the previous Dark Lord as a dangerous lunatic. It says here in the text, points at the screen.
Give
The
me
only information that I have.
give me a history check.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay. History.
I mean,
Step
if you've read those messages out to anyone who heard that could give me a history check in theory.
I mean, like Lance would be mostly like partially paraphrasing, but if there was something that he thought was important, especially if it was meant to be going to the Dark Lord, he'd want this Dark Lord to hear. So he
Sure.
would say out loud, 19.
In which case, anyone can roll a history check. But you would remember that it could the imprisonment that it could be referring to could either be the thing in this computer, or it could be the goddess in at the center of the planet. It's vague enough where it could be either.
Oh. There's a lot of information in here.
I'm gonna stop rolling
referring-
dice.
Is it? Oh dear, an 8 and a 6, a 3 and a
Tim-
1.
Tim, you check your memory files. Some of them have gone corrupted.
Oh God, not again. That's actually gonna fry my brain eventually, isn't it?
Oh, what's corrupted Sharp's memory?
Sharp
Sharp,
doesn't know this
Alcohol.
world.
the whiskey he's currently holding.
Ah,
Probably.
No, Sharp's not drinking it. He has it in his backpack for later.
The whisk. He's too busy thinking about whiskey.
Essentially, what Lance wants to ask everyone for is just a bit of extra time to really really go through this and be thorough before going. Yeah, but also he's like, if we let this guy go, all of this knowledge, which is meant to be for you, reference gestures to the Dark Lord, that will probably become inaccessible unless Tim finds us some deserving individuals to lock up in here. Points at the thing.
To be fair, I guess according to what you've told me, we're supposed to open some vaults before I'm meant to see this.
I mean, that's what your succubus friend here said that the sticky note says. That this is supposed to be like the fourth vault, whatever that means.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready for it yet.
All the more reason
maybe-
for us to not go pressing buttons.
Maybe there were instructions somewhere else. Who knows?
Maybe it's it might even be like a rights by combat type situation where it's going to bring about a creature for you to slay in order to gain the knowledge of, something like that. Which, if you're ready, granted, you have gestures to the entire room. A bunch of friends could probably help.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we're probably as prepared as we can be, right, for that kind of a fight, if it is.
I will say though, it is being held in by an imprisonment spell, which is insane levels of magic. So it could just be a guy. It could be like a demigod.
So it's anything from a cow to a deity.
could be Rita Repulsa.
Oh God, not the cow again.
It could be. It could be. We don't know for certain. Just a thought occurs to me. So it'd probably occur to Lance since he's smarter. Looking at the thing, he's like, it's not like part of a lock for a bigger seal, is it? Or could it be? What do you want anything from that for Lance to either pull that out a bit more or go, nah, that's stupid?
You could roll me a insight check
Oh god, my wisdom is awful.
to see if like it's part of to try and because you're kind of trying to figure out
Nope.
the mind of the older Dark Lord who left all of these things for the new one.
No, I'll continue seeing if I can find anything in writing.
You're not really sure. Maybe it's a thought, like it's something to keep in the back of your mind, but it's very hard to say without more information from the older Dark Lord. Like you would presume that going to these vaults would probably help answer that kind of a question, but it's really hard to say until you have more information. With that insight.
Slightly monstrous thought. Points at the Dark Lord. Your predecessor. What happened to him? I know that he obviously got like usurped, attacked, slain, but Was he completely destroyed, or is he like buried somewhere?
Old Dark Lord sort of shrugs. The the skeleton will show up at this point. Be like, I can answer that question. Uh, Old Dark Lord was slain, and his essence, like his consciousness, died. His body was turned into magical energy, which was uh, consumed by that guy. Well, it was sort of given to him by me when he was the only person who could house it properly, and we didn't have a lot of great choices. I'm gonna be honest.
Wow, that's so mean. But at the same time, Lance just like just that snapping of the fingers and drats sort of like
The
thing. It's like, so no cat can speak with dead on him, right?
the other issue with that was it would only last for a limited amount of time before it would have just disappeared from like existence. The power every day it wasn't housed properly. The power just waned more and more and more. Because I had it housed in me, and it would have eventually melted me from the inside out if I kept it inside me any longer.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you need to be of living flesh and blood and possibly of a specific species or magically infused or some combination of all of them or just chosen for the role.
I believe there are. I think it's a. You have to be kind of in tune with them in some way, type thing. And I also think that you do need to have a vessel capable of withstanding the amount of magical power that it has.
Mhm. Okay, well, I will sift through these, Dark Lord. If there's anything that you want me to look at, feel free to just to the space next to him. Just be here and point out anything you find intriguing, unless you just want me to give you like the highlight reel.
He's like, the highlight reel sounds good. I don't really get any of this, but I'll try.
I mean, it seems important for your role for you to at least look at this stuff.
He sits next to the whole cross-legged with a pen and paper out,
Okay. And
and
also,
is ready for you to teach him a bunch of stuff.
okay. We'll also at some point during this process see if he get see if I can copy the stuff saved on the operating system and upload to the spider, as long as Tim thinks that is wise.
You don't think the spider has enough memory? Not until you get. Not until you gotta get a human brain to make it work. Then you'll
What-
have plenty of memory.
What do you mean your futuristic Warhammer Spelljammer thing doesn't have this many terabytes of memory?
It has loads when it has all of its parts properly. It just needs a gooey person brain.
Yeah, we need a couple people brain to plug in.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then it'll have plenty of memory. More than enough for this.
Lance looks conflicted.
All we need to do is find a couple of unimportant people who won't be missed to servitorize.
Yeah, I mean, even one commoner would give you enough like storage to store all of the information. Obviously, it's designed to work with a couple more than that. So if you want to get full functionality, you're going to need a few people, ideally like 20 or 30, to get everything operational.
I mean,
But yeah,
okay, but does it matter?
It
It
doesn't
what
need
sort
20 or
people.
30, it needs 5 to run properly. 20 or
It doesn't
30 is
ma-
like real overkill.
I
it
mean,
won't
yeah,
affect
that's for all the bells and whistles and the
asking
extra decorations.
asking Tim. It won't affect the spider. It impact the spider negatively if the people use are of a negative moral standing. No.
Well,
That-
we mind wipe them and we lobotomize them before we put them in, so they can't have any. Their thoughts can't affect the machine in any
You're
way.
not torturing people to do it.
I mean,
It's not
if they are,
torture. It's giving them purpose.
if they're evil people, it's not doesn't
Evil,
make.
good. These are all fake definitions.
Oh. Again, he looks torn because he's like, what kind of need to.
Look, if there's an evil person, they need to be put through the due process and put on trial, not just punished and tortured to death like some of us want
They're
to
not going to
see.
die.
Also, who is this trial going to be conducted by? I think we're currently on the opposite side of the government.
I'm just going to say that once the conversation line goes to that, what you just said, Sharp, Lance just turns around and goes back to the computer quietly.
Yeah,
Just
like
shut-
they
Uh,
won't be
I'll-
killed. They'll be kept alive for as long as possible until something destroys them.
I'll point to the Dark Lord and say, they're the authority in this place. They will try them.
I don't feel like lobotomizing people is a good thing.
Hey,
Based on how
what's
we've
your
been
name?
talking about it.
What's your
Jaden,
name?
what's up?
No,
What is
what's your title?
lobotomizing someone? The Dark Lord.
So, what should the Dark Lord be all for?
I don't. Darkness?
Basically, lobotomizing someone is
We remove their
completely.
brain function
Yes.
Okay,
and
now
hopefully their
what?
personality.
Okay, now what is a brain? Okay, personality. I get that word. That does removing that doesn't seem good.
It's really good because it means that the person can't interfere with the machine.
Also, maybe they've got a terrible personality.
Also,
Here's what
Most
I was
people do.
asking earlier on with regards to morality. If they had a negative morality, like if they were a murderer, would it impact the spider? But you just said you mind wipe them, so the answer to that is no.
Yeah.
This
but
doesn't
it's bad
seem
because
good.
you're essentially murdering a person.
Yeah, murder doesn't seem good. I agree with that.
But lobotomizing a person gets rid of their personality, which is essentially killing them.
Wait, aren't you a soldier?
Being a soldier is different to murdering people.
I don't think it is.
It is.
Kind of isn't. You do
No.
shoot a lot of folk.
The Dark Lord's like, yeah, that murderer makes a great point.
Wait,
Hey,
which murderer? We're all
I don't go
murderers.
around lobotomizing
State
people.
sanctioned one.
Wow.
Okay.
Just because your murder is like not quite as gruesome as my not murdering someone and making them useful instead,
I'm
doesn't
gonna
mean you have
make
a high
roll.
horse.
I'm going to make a roll as to whether Lance says this next bit. Excellent.
Team
Lance,
lobotomy.
excellent with a nat one. Lance turns to Sharp. He's like, Tim isn't talking about lobotomizing somebody. He's talking about taking somebody like a bandit that's going to kill people anyway and breaking them apart to use them as spare bits for the spider.
Yeah, they're a machine, not a person at that point.
Have you all lost your senses?
Well, with
No,
a nat one on
I can
wisdom,
still
yes.
see.
My sensors are functioning properly.
This
No,
doesn't
they are not. You're
seem-
clearly defective.
Hex,
No,
Hex.
this is the normal thing.
How many fingers am I holding up? I hold up 4 fingers.
See, I get it. I know you're holding up double. You're holding up 5.
Puts the thumb out. Yeah, that's right.
Mm,
We're not lobotomizing people,
No, we're not. I just said we're not.
and we're not breaking people apart to feed into their hell machine.
Ah,
I feel that's very judgy, but also sure.
It's also technically inaccurate according to Tim's specifications. It's not a hell machine.
It's a perfectly neutral machine.
you were technically
No, it's not-
incorrect. The
It's
worst
not
kind of
neutral,
incorrect.
but it's not hell.
Let's
It's-
not go into that.
It's a very evil machine, but you know.
I
it's not
don't
from
know
hell.
this.
But we're not.
We're all a bunch of monsters.
This isn't Dr. Wheeler science where it's like neutral at best. No. We're coming out of this like horrible
Dr.
murderer at
Cochin.
death.
We're
Look,
not Dr.
like,
Cochin,
sharp,
we're
right?
Dr. Wheeler, we're Dr. Cochin.
Like,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is it says something when a person representing the British Empire is the moral standing in this group.
I would say that the fox has done nothing wrong.
Yay!
Oh, what do you think we
Indeed.
should do, Fox? Asks the Dark Lord.
The fox is a fox.
But it hasn't done anything wrong.
It's on the side of the people that want
I
to
think our Dark
lobotomize
Lord
people like him.
is defective.
Also,
I think that's a bit mean, Tim. And I don't think defective, like typing away at the computer. I think he's just not done yet.
He
Needs
should be
more
way
time in-
eviler than this and should be way more, like, way less scared of his own underlings.
my underlings are very scary.
Look at how
Like,
big their
I-
tits are.
Hex,
you get
Hex
it.
is back there drunk, just like, yeah, they think they think you're hot. Don't be scared.
That's more scary.
So you think you're scared? Don't be hot.
And your underlings are really hot, so like, deal with it.
I'm very scared.
Like Hex is basically heckling the Dark Lord, being like, just go do it. Just sleep with your fucking underlings. They want it. Then you won't be scared anymore.
Look,
Pictures Smithers with the naked women.
Look, I gotta be wined and dined first.
No, you don't, you whore.
don't
Well-
listen to them.
Just
You're
like
a
Sharp's
person and
mother.
can make Look, you can make your own decisions about who you want to sleep with.
All of his underlings.
All of them.
Hex.
all of
Drunk
them
Hex is
immediately
like,
look
yep,
excited.
let's do it.
Well, that took a turn.
And the Dark Lord
Uh,
can join too. It's gonna be great.
The
Also,
Dark
I'll
Lord is
have you
getting
know my
dragged
mother.
off.
Also, I'll have you know my mother is dead, so
See-
they'd be fucking a corpse if they were going
So yeah,
to do
small
that.
Fox, what do you think we should do?
Ah, corpse fucking is like on floor 87.
What a
the-
sentence.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, actually,
I
I'm gonna
don't
be real.
know why
Lance
Sharp
reacts
wants
the
us to
same
fuck
way.
his
He's like,
mother's corpse, but like,
in the 9 health. What was that for? What was that sentence?
But Bunya has all of the ever since she accidentally went onto the rape floor by accident, she now has every single level of her mother's domain memorized just to make sure.
It's like floors of the fucking Tower of Babel or something like that.
But
Yeah, it just
anyway,
just
we're
keeps
not
getting worse.
lobotomizing people. We're not lobotomizing people. We're not forcing people to sleep with people. And will you stop bringing up my mother for no?
Okay, well, how do you feel about this prisoner that's been kept here against their will?
Ooh, bad.
The
I want to
book
free them, says the Dark
The
Lord.
the book says they're evil, so they must stay there until we are able to determine whether they are evil or not.
How do we
What
do
I'm
that?
trying to do. I am trying.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I besides, like, you're obviously going to keep reading, but like, if we don't find any more evidence, then what?
Oh,
Then
cross
we
that
leave
bridge
them
when
there
come
because
to
we
it.
don't know.
Wow, that
Cross
is
that when we come to it.
terrible.
Hey, Fox. There's a lot of files in here about advanced magical theory. There may be something in there on containment circle that we can use, so that if we do release whatever's in there, they get kind of just put in a sort of naughty corner for a little bit, so that we can talk to them about what they plan to do. And if they are evil, well, we can deal with that. And if not, then yay, new friend.
Oh yeah, I'm all for that.
Oh
But
yeah,
again,
Somewhere we
I
can
find
talk to
that in
them.
here, if I can find that in here, it's still clicking away.
actually, if you specifically search for like containment magic in there, you would find very quickly that someone with the Dark Lord's magical power can make a very powerful binding area that prevents, like, it's similar to the spell Magical Circle, but it just prevents all planar travel for all creatures.
Oh, that's good. Oh, unfortunately, it looks at the Dark Lord. I don't think
Like
he's gonna do it.
you think if you told him what to do, he could probably do it. Like, he has all of the powers of the Dark Lord.
Okay.
If you gave him very step by step instructions, you think he could do it?
Goes onto that file that has that information in. Right click, add to favorites. So I can show you that. That's one of the highlight reels I'm going to show you later.
Okay. I don't really
Only
get it.
downside is the only downside is that if the thing in here gets out, it'll probably we might lose all of this data. So again, I would like to try to copy it. Can I? This is like racking his brain. Can I do it in any inorganic way without messing people up?
Sheets of paper, a lot of writing.
Build a printer and print it
Yeah.
at
You
the
think a
same time.
printer could probably?
I just
You think like 10
just
printers could get this done in a reasonable amount of time?
with a decent enough history check, would I mean, I imagine this will be an insane DC history check, but would I be able to at least align some of the things that I saw in the library to what is on these files?
Uh,
Is that a thing that I can do?
give me a investigation check.
Okay. It's only 15.
According with the aid of anyone in this party who can speak Abyssal or the Succubi or like just one of your companions, you would be able to tell that the knowledge in the library and the knowledge on the computer are distinctly different. They are
Damn it.
different sets of knowledge.
Damn it. So we can't just haphazardly crash this, potentially lose it. Because again, looking at the Dark fellow, our, I guess, friend at this point, it's like, this does seem important to you, or for you, from
That's
your
true.
from your predecessor. So,
But I think it's more important to free the thing, right?
I mean, in an ideal world, we'd do both.
We're not doing it because we don't know what it is and we're not lobotomizing people.
Lance is like, man, why can't I just? Lance is like, man, why can't I just make a whole bunch of like really big, memory,
I'm not sure, but I do
drives?
think that Sharp has a very strong feeling on whether I should be allowed to do my thing or not.
I think he does. Lance is
Yeah.
sort of on the fence, but I think Sharp is very against it.
Is he? I not noticed.
uh, I mean, seriously, Lance is like, can I not just ask Tim to use his divinity thing to manifest the materials needed to make more solid state drives for me to send this information over?
You don't think so.
Damn it!
You would need a lot of solid state drives.
I need a lot of external hard disk for this to work.
Mostly because you think that it would be difficult to create such a precise instrument just from that kind of magic.
But no, just the materials, and then Lance goes and tools at it and builds them himself.
You don't think you have the tools. You think you would need like a large industrial complex to make hard drives out of the materials. You think you would need to do a hell of a lot of like You need to
Mhm,
invent
mhm.
machining on this planet, and then you would need to invent a large number of tools.
You
that very
basically need a
precisely cut
factory.
silicon wafers.
Yeah.
And then you would need
it-
to layer them together. Like, you
Yeah.
think you could do it? You think it would probably take you several years to like get the facility you need to actually start doing it up and running?
Yeah, Lance is looking around the room and he's just like, I'd probably have to turn the entire castle into one big factory for it to work that way. Which I assume you don't want your home being turned into a gigantic industrial complex. It is nice
Yeah,
here. It is nice here.
the castle seems cool.
Mm.
To be fair, the succubi, 3 of the succubi are on team. Yeah, obviously you should just like use the power inside of the thing. It's clearly useful and is intended for you to use and will make you stronger, surely. The
And
only
look,
one that is of the opinion that you should free the thing inside because that's the right thing to do is the one that's more sword and body.
We need more information about what it is before we just let it go.
I keep looking then. Keeps looking.
The only thing that you would generally find is whatever is in the like going through the specifications more and the type of energy powering the computer, you can tell it is of the magic is of a other planar origin that makes
Sorry,
it run.
sorry if I'm coughing so much. That still doesn't narrow it down.
It's some manifestation of divine energy. So it's either like it's either something that represents a deity or a deity. At the very least, it's some level of cleric in there, possibly to an
Yeah.
evil or good deity. Just you don't know
mean,
which. And
It's an imprisonment spell, so it's a pretty top notch.
I mean, theoretically, it could be imprisoning something fairly weak, but you
Oh.
know from the amount of power flowing into the computer, the thing in there is at least decently strong. It could be anywhere from like it could have a literal deity inside of it. But
So yeah,
Also-
my statement from earlier, where Lance said it could be a guy or a god,
it
is
could
actually accurate.
it could just be like a Lumiere from the Hells or something, in theory.
But given that it's being powered, this thing is being powered at least in part by the thing inside of it. I assume it's going to be strong.
I mean, looks at the processing power, which has just got too many zeros on the left side of the decimal point.
I mean,
Yeah, judging by that number, yes.
To be fair,
Very.
you think actually yeah, give me a Arcana check.
Arcana. Bop.
You
Many-
think that if you were inside there instead of the thing inside there, the amount of magical energy inside your body would be sufficient to power this machine. But to be fair, you also would know that it could be something much stronger, drawing a smaller proportion of its energy.
Yeah, it's either taking a small amount over a long period of time or something big for half a second.
Yeah. Or but you do think like you are a fairly good minimum for the amount of energy you would need to power this device. At least the way it's currently being used.
Plus the fact I was probably genetically engineered to be such a thing. Mutters under breath. Probably nobody hears.
Yeah, you do think that would also help in this instance, specifically.
Mhm. Yeah, don't want it to be locked in there.
Like you think that you would be a higher level of efficiency than a similar leveled artificer.
Lizard.
Look, why are we staring at this thing in the first place? Don't we have other stuff to do?
So the Dark Lord is going to get a quick consensus from everyone in the room. Do we want to either A, pop that bad boy out assuming that we don't find any more information on it. B, we just leave it for now and come back to it later. Or C, we leave it in there and just learn everything that we can from this thing.
I mean,
Slash
one of the
do-
one of the things in here for you to learn is how to control that thing when whatever it is when it gets out. So I should tutor you on what's in here to the best of my ability before we potentially lose all of this knowledge forever.
Also, don't forget the other option that we might be able to find a way of talking to it before big
That's what I
release
was
stuff.
referring-
Yeah.
That's what I was referring to. The knowledge on to do that is in here.
Yeah, so that's like that option D?
Yeah.
Currently, I vote for D.
The skeleton will also vote for D. What's everyone else's opinion? The succubi are generally on team C, except for this one, which is on team A.
Team A being just out without thinking about it.
Just let it out. I mean, it's
Well,
a prisoner. Surely it deserves to. No one deserves to be imprisoned for that long.
I'm on
It's like
team
having its
D.
energy sucked
because
out. That
I'm on
seems
team
evil.
D. I'm on option D, which is gain as much knowledge as we can out of the thing, including how to perform a binding spell to stop whatever's in here killing us instantly.
So currently
And then let it out.
3 votes on D, 3 votes on C. Sharp. Hex, Tim.
What's option C?
C is just leave it in there and use the computer for its knowledge and power.
What's option D?
You
use the
use
knowledge
it a
and
bit
power
for its knowledge and power so that you can imprison the thing inside of it, then let it out into a slightly larger prison, which you can hopefully talk to it in.
C.
And then
Wow.
C. Okay. Wasn't expecting that.
Joining the succubi. Well, most of the succubi.
Sorry, what were options A and B?
A is let it out. B is just leave it for now.
X is on option A.
Okay.
What's Tim on?
Tim is on option D.
Okay. It's so we actually are tied because of the 3 succubi. D and C. So we're tied between leaving it for now and just using it for its power.
I give Hex puppy dog eyes.
Let's let it out and see what it does.
Ah, Dark Lord likes that plan.
Dark Lord's like, yeah, A.
Yeah, A. You've got
Okay,
3
let's
votes.
let this thing out and see what it does. Like, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Don't you see that option D is just option A, but with some extra steps to make sure we don't all die?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's life and death without a little bit of trust?
Trust.
Death, in my experience.
I'm going to keep my gun on the box if you are going to decide to open it.
I mean, there's a lot of people. How are you gonna shoot? You can't shoot us all unless we line up.
Back in a second.
Look.
I'm aiming at the opening of the box.
Option A has only been voted for by 2 people. Option C, which is just leave it
3.
in there and use it. Option C and option D are tied, which both
the-
involve leaving it in there, but maybe let it out later once we know what we're dealing with.
The Succubus Knight, the Dark Lord, and Hex all voted to free it immediately without any safety precautions.
I voted for C.
No. 3 of the Succubi went for C, which is use the computer for its power. However, one of the Succubi specifically, the one wearing the armor with the sword and the shield, specifically did vote for just let it out because that seems like the right thing to do.
I voted for C, so there's at least 4 people voting
Yeah,
for
there's
C.
4 votes on C and 4 votes on D.
Can we get someone in here to vote for A so we're all completely even and nothing matters?
I mean,
Fuck's
to be
sake.
fair, if you call, actually, if you call
Hang on a
out,
minute, did Skelly Boy vote?
yeah, he did. He voted
We-
for D with the most of you.
Right.
If this skeleton shows up, you would come in and be like, I think you should just leave it B.
No!
Then it
Now
would
we need
be
3 more Bs.
if then this guy would show up and he would go, oh yeah, absolutely C. Fuck whatever's in there. Power. That's where it's at.
We're gonna have this whole room just crammed with minions, all just shouting letters.
To be
And
fair,
then-
this guy would also show up and say, "Oh yeah, C, power, all about power."
Okay.
So
So that's 6
the
for B.
potentially so you're happy that you're aligned with the potentially evil thing. Good to know, Shaw.
Those two minions have not been like very, very team yay. Those guys are like, yeah, power. I want a strong Dark Lord to serve under.
Okay. Slightly unrelated. How long do we have until the dragons enact that deal that we made to distract that paladin boy?
You have 3 days to return back to that town.
Okay, Dark Lord, come over here. I'm gonna start running you through this binding spell.
Okay.
How long was the travel again?
3 days.
Ah.
So we should go now.
Yeah, so that gives us
Do
roughly
this later.
0 days.
So
You
we
gotta
should
start
tape.
traveling.
We should put a great big tarp with a piece of tape over this later, and then start traveling.
I mean, we definitely don't have time to deal with
mean, to
whatever
be
the thing
fair,
is right
that was-
now.
That was before
Yeah.
you had the spider flight thing. You could
Yeah.
probably get there in 1.5 days if you use the flying spider.
Oh, and can we just use that?
I did mention. I did say before, why are we standing around? But
Basically, because we were waiting for the Dark Lord.
So technically, if you use the flying spider, you could get there a bit faster.
So we could at least use a day to teach the Dark Lord some of his magic. Hell, some of it might help in the upcoming heist to get into that chapel thing.
Give me a performance check,
Oh, great!
because it's not about
Right.
you understanding it; it's about getting him to understand it.
Because I'm great at those.
I also just realized potentially the stuff in the library we're going to. That's an amazing score. The stuff in the library we're going to also might not be in common. So him going by himself will accomplish nothing.
He doesn't understand the things you're explaining. He like kind of is trying, but he doesn't really understand what you're explaining to him.
Oh, okay. Lance, do you think you could make like a translation thing in 1 day?
I mean, I was going to say a headband of intellect. That might.
I mean, the Dark Lord is like not really getting it.
Let me check. Let Lance just starts like clicking and clacking away on the thing as I look at the craft for a headband of intellect.
Also, the level of recency that he got the thing is like. Actually, if you specifically search up for a headband of intellect, it will reveal the location of one within the castle.
Ah, sick. Where is it?
It is effectively in the Dark Lord's study. There is an old crown which contains a headband of intellect within the it's sort of hidden in in a fold inside the crown.
Okay. Move there.
If you put the crown on, you would get the same benefit of wearing it effectively, but
Tech-
it's just like
Technically, that
Rex?
doesn't that doesn't give you languages though.
No, but
It
I'm
makes you
doing all
smart.
this in common. Strax, if anyone tries to touch that terminal, I go to hit the Dark Lord studio and go and get the item and bring it to him.
Sure.
Kobold waddles off, disappears.
He pops
Be right
the
back.
crown on.
I come back, put this on your head.
He puts it on. He's like, "Whoa!"
I can
Things
taste
are
colors.
He's like, oh, this is horrible. I know, right?
No,
The
this is
intelligent-
great. I'm
Nah.
things are so much clearer now.
No, this is the discussion that we've had before. Like, man, I wish I was dumber. Okay, now I try to explain this spell stuff to him
Give
with
me,
his now
give me,
19 intelligence.
give me another performance check, but the DC is significantly lower because it's easier for him to understand stuff.
Modified 20.
He is like more than capable of remembering this ritual that he needs to do. And yeah, he basically it's a bit jarring. Effectively, the entire room, once he finishes like channeling his power correctly, uh, effectively it looks like a dark liquid pours out of his hands onto the floor and then quickly spreads across the floor and up the walls and then across the ceiling until the entire room is sort of encased in this dark fluid. Uh, Effectively now everything inside of the room is cut off into a separate space almost.
Please tell me you can switch this off.
Uh,
No, we live here now.
I think so. I
Do it.
mean,
Switch it off.
sure. I
Have,
will try
have
and just
guidance.
chill and relax.
What he was doing, I'm gonna help action, command the pack action, and cast on him to help him.
Effectively, he'll give it a go. He'll
He
give
has
it a-
advantage in a D4.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll get it. He's a smart boy.
You're saying that with such confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a headband of intellect. He has at least a 4.
Yeah. He's having a good time.
Hopefully, he's proficient. Don't think he is, by sounds of what you said earlier.
He's not.
He has advantage. He has a plus a D4.
Let's see. Can I find? I'm just looking for.
Or can I put a clockwork amulet around his neck?
Sure.
So he has a minimum of a 14, minimum of 15. Sorry.
If you do that, he can just he dispels the area. He can just cut his power
Yay!
off. He can't fail at that point.
Yay! Artificer for.
So yeah, he
I take it
just-
that expends my clockwork amulet for the day.
yeah.
Okay, fair. It was a fine use of it.
But yeah, the darkness effectively retracts back into his hand,
Oh
and
god.
the room is normal.
Okay.
And he's like, so should I do that again and then push the button?
Looks at the rest of the room. How do we feel about doing the heist plan and then doing this? Because I can use the rest of today to try and teach him more stuff. that again is important to him. I am also appealing to the succubi here, who probably want him to get stronger.
Oh, I mean, most of the succubi are on team. Yeah, just make the Dark Lord stronger. I don't think we
Yeah.
should free it at all, except for one of them who's just like, I don't know, freeing it seems like the right call.
I mean,
Fuck
yes,
you,
but
it's
just
not. We don't know enough about it.
yes, but just not yet. If we make our good friend the Dark Lord as strong as possible, he might just be able to contain whatever is in there until we find out whether it's friend or foe.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but
it can wait 3 days.
Or,
It's
I
been
guess,
in there
but
for a minimum 3 weeks.
but if I got out of
Probably a lot
prison and then
longer.
I woke up in a slightly bigger prison with a bunch of people in it, I know I wouldn't be happy.
or
Well, yeah,
let
we're
me
not
put it
expecting
this
them to
way
be
for you.
happy.
Let me put it this way for you. This thing could be so unbelievably powerful that it doesn't matter how strong we make the Dark Lord, it could just obliterate us anyway.
Yeah, so why don't we release it now and make friends with it?
Because it'll be angry and want to obliterate us, and it'll be unbelievably powerful, probably.
That is
And that
potentially true.
Not if we let
I
it out and have no pretense of keeping it here. Then they would be grateful.
you, I don't know about you, but I don't want to die, and I don't want an angry thing that thinks that I imprisoned it wrongly, uh, wanting to kill me.
Well, then
Even though I didn't imprison it.
you go somewhere else while we let it out.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. If you just don't, if the only reason you're against this is you don't want to die, you can just leave and then we'll open it and then we'll die and you'll live.
I'd like to try one thing on the PC before I pack this in. Do you know how come on the emails it mentioned imprisonment?
Yeah.
I'm going to
Well,
go back
the
to this.
emails don't mention. Well, yeah, the emails mentioned that that the Dark Lord is a warden for something that has been imprisoned.
Yeah, but I am going to use that email line or just that email function. See if I can type in keywords, and then just have it filter out all of the emails with those keywords, and to see if I can get more context. So typing things like imprisonment, divine, castle, stuff like that.
Penis length.
Yeah, which is the name of the planet. Type in that as well. See if anything pops up.
It would. It wouldn't. Nothing would really come up with those keywords, with the exception of you would learn that there are that part of the creation process of this computer was that the Dark Lord cast the imprisonment spell, but it doesn't specify on what.
Oh, hang on a minute. Is all of the do I think okay, I thought this as a possibility. Again, this is another one of those if Lance thought it, would he dismiss it as stupidity, or would you think that there's some weight to it, that maybe all of this, maybe because there's a huge amount of magical knowledge and information in here, is because that is being derived from the thing imprisoned in.
You think that there is a fairly decent chance that because the only aspects of the thing that is unknown are what's powering it and the operating system, you think that there's a decent chance that whatever's inside there is also the operating system.
No, the thing that all of the information is coming from, like the files, is a look into this thing's head and what knowledge it has.
Yes, you think that is the case.
Oh god, I do not want what this is. Just backs away from the monitor. Nope, that is £10 of nope in a £5 bag. Oh, whatever this thing is, really snapped that aboleth we fought yesterday over its knee.
You think that's fairly the case? Like,
Yeah, I
you
make
saw
sure
some
that
pretty
everybody in
advanced-
the room hears that.
You saw some pretty advanced magic in there.
Yeah, and now that Lance is like, this information is coming from the thing from there. Whatever that thing is, it's powerful. And if it is,
Yes, like I was saying, we should leave it in there. We should leave
Freedom.
it in there and wait until we're more powerful or stronger until we can actually deal with it.
I want to just. The Dark Lord just wants to befriend it.
And the Dark Lord will get himself killed if he opens it.
One of the skeletons strongly agrees with you.
If the previous Dark Lord, who was, according to which skeleton was it, more powerful than the current one because their power waned slightly, had to lock it away.
This
then-
skeleton that voted that you should just use the computer for its knowledge and power.
Yes, given that the previous Dark Lord was stronger than this current one because this one's powers have been reduced a bit, locked it away because they couldn't beat it, then this one definitely doesn't stand a chance.
You think that you think the previous Dark Lord could probably have defeated the thing that is sealed in here.
Look, what I'm saying is that there's a point to it being locked away.
Like
And-
you think if it couldn't have defeated the thing that was sealed in there, it would not be sealed in there.
Yeah, but it's regardless of whether the previous Dark Lord could beat it or seal it away or anything, it's still above our weight class.
Oh yeah,
Quite
to be clear,
quite
the,
significantly.
to be clear, the
yeah.
previous Dark Lord was like a greater deity who was basically capable of anything.
You laddie
Yes,
da,
so
you
what
laddie mean.
So what I'm saying is, because it's so powerful, we should leave it there until we are more powerful and can deal with such things.
Yes. Until then, turns around back to the monitor, starts just reading stuff for his own use.
Don't we have somewhere to be instead of
Yeah,
here?
we've got a day. Need to start traveling. We can use that time to prepare. No?
Then
Looks at the rest of the party, see if everyone's for that, or if you guys want to start traveling now.
I mean, the Dark Lord would bring up the point of like, if we get there early, maybe we could do something about the whole dragons and Guy fighting each other and all the innocent civilians dying.
I mean, the
Yes,
whole we have
Some
Dark-
dying
we-
innocent civilians, they could be used for computer parts.
See, we
To-
could
to the
prevent
Dark
them from
Lord.
dying.
Dark Lord friend. We do have a agent going in there to try and escort as many civilians out as possible to minimize the casualties. I think
Yes,
the
but
only potential casualty might be the paladin, quote unquote, evil fellow who's been killing dragons. And to be fair, he kind of threw the first punch. So
Damn, this agent must be really strong then. Like,
he's not strong, just quick.
I have
But-
no faith in their abilities, to be honest, and would rather get there quicker to deal with
I
it.
don't think they'd be strong, but I do think they're quick.
the image of you beating the shit out of them in combat springs to mind.
I don't know about you, but I think we should leave now.
Hey Tim, is the spider flight mode still functioning?
God, if it doesn't, we're fucked.
I get the flight mode back up and running.
Yeah, it's
See, that-
capable.
See, that'll get us in just
Again,
under 2 days. So
Again, one of the things, if you had a proper brain in here, you could have that operate the flight controls. Well, you kind
We're
of
not
need two brains to make it work fully perfectly, but you know,
It's
just
fine. When
just
Sharp's
one.
not watching, I'll go steal some brains.
Maybe you could ask if anyone wants to volunteer their brain.
Sure.
leans
I
over.
promise
to
you
one
I'll
of the-
get signed documentation with them having signed over their brains.
leans over to one of the
After they've
succubi.
died.
I mean,
Leans over
After
to one of
they've
the.
died.
They
God damn
they
it.
need to be alive for it to work. They're
Sharp has 3 perfectly good stooges.
No, we're not getting rid of my men.
No, that was just the voice of God who said that.
at no point have I suggested using your men. Soldiers
The
are
voice of-
useful.
The voice of God can go fuck itself.
Rude.
Leans over to one of the succubi. You don't have a lab in this castle, do you?
I don't think so.
No, but we've got a greyhound.
The skeletons would probably know more about that. They've been here the longest. After all, they were summoned by the previous Dark Lord. At least that one was pointing
But-
to this one, which was the one that specifically voted for D.
But we can fly your ship without the use of brains, correct?
Currently, yes, but it will be more
With-
efficient once we servitorize some people.
Whispers
I
at the
think we should go
skeleton.
now without the use of brains.
Psst, skeleton. Do you guys have a lab in the castle anyway? Like a
oh,
subterranean lab or anything?
Yeah, I think the Dark Lord had a lab somewhere around here, but I don't really know where it is. He'd just disappear off to it sometimes.
So another one of those. We need to find a secret door. Damn it!
Let's
Or maybe
go
ask Dark
without
Lord.
lobotomizing people.
Back to the monitor. For me.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring around the non the ship without any servitors, and get ready to leave with everyone who's ready to leave.
The shop is ready.
Sure. The Dark Lord will come, and the
That's good.
Succubi will flank him as his guards, because they are the strongest of his minions.
I will give orders to Harper to look after the castle and make sure nobody gets lobotomized
He's like,
whilst I'm gone.
"Of course, sir, will do. I'll stay here in this lovely castle filled with alcohol. I promise."
And no dragons.
No lobotomization.
Okay,
No,
what is that,
No
sir?
disintegration.
Look, if you see someone trying to stick something in someone's head to get at their brain,
Unless it's a penis.
What?
ignore the fox thing.
Shoot him. Got it. Kill on sight.
Don't get yourselves in danger, though.
Okay, sir.
People can be deceptively strong.
You got it.
My character's such a paradox. Hates sex god and sex heaven. Very sex positive.
Just
so
can't help it when you're brought up in that sort of environment, I suppose.
So are you guys loading up then?
Lance will be the last one to do so. Once it's like everybody is established that they are going, Lance, okay, we'll make sure to relock the terminal. He puts in like a new password and such,
Okay.
and then like just locks it down, and then like back in its hole, like puts the door shut, and then we'll join. Son Strax is back and follows.
Password 2. We'll never get that.
Nah, knowing Lance, it'll probably be the equation for some chemical reaction. Like, good luck getting that.
Uh, it's all
Either
the
that-
chemical
either
names
that or he-
spelled out with
either-
the numbers in between them.
Yeah, either that or he'd do the really insane thing of takes an image file, converts it into text, and then copy and pastes the text into the password bar.
Uh,
Now that's no.
My password is this picture of a duck.
Yeah, you can't
my
do
pass-
that.
my password is the 80-second frame of Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh.
Wow, that is one long password because you've converted a video, you've converted a GIF.
No, it's just
image.
it's a screenshot of the 80-second
It's a
frame of Never Gonna
screenshot
Give You
of
Up.
that. Right.
It's a real bastard when I lose my password because then I have to go and get that clip again.
I've
But
seen
not-
that video so
both-
many times.
No, that wouldn't work if you screen it again. You'd have to keep the screenshot somewhere and then convert it to text again.
Yeah,
'Cause
I've
if
got,
you made a screenshot, the code would be different.
yeah, I've
'Cause
got
there'll
the
be a timestamp in there somewhere.
Yeah, my screenshot is saved.
Don't lose that screenshot. Fuck.
So
I forgot my
everyone's
password.
loading up.
I forgot my password. Can you enter your old one? Nope. No chance of that.
So everyone's loading up on the spider. Actually, I'll assume Tim will be this most central figure on Team Spider.
He'll be the most spideriest.
So
On its back.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So this is who we've got. I just need everyone together so I can
Copy and paste. Oh, is the couch not coming?
It can if you want.
Strax, bring the couch.
I mean, yeah,
No,
we'll put it in the spider. It can be nice, something comfy to sit on. I don't imagine that Tim has a lot of comfortable things.
No,
I
it's
mean-
all very utilitarian.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll
Theoretically, the crew on the ship are meant to like plug into the walls.
Sharpsy's to utilitarian, so
Hey, if you want some neck plugs installed, I can like add you to the wall.
no.
Part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship.
That's
Very
first.
explicitly, it would give you control over like the systems that could be
So
slave to
you
you.
guys get killed
No,
by
I
dragons on
don't
the way
want to
there.
be lobotomized.
Hey, if you guys are willing to like have the
Don't you think I didn't fucking hear you, Joseph?
Yeah, I heard that as well.
If Tim will say that if you're willing to like take on the implants willingly, he doesn't need to lobotomize you. You just become part of the crew, part of the ship.
I'd rather not generally at all.
Well, that seems you're very narrow-minded.
I just don't like being prodded by random things.
It's not random. It's a very well-known procedure passed down for generations.
I
That
don't
must be
know it.
cool.
Yeah.
I
Big
don't know it.
your big spider is out of town because that'll be a bit conspicuous to bring into the year. But yeah.
Okay, you guys have fun. I'm gonna stay here with the spider.
You can bring it into town if you want.
No. I mean,
Probably
I'm gonna keep the engine running as a getaway driver.
Oh, okay, sure. You're gonna
I was
you're
going to
wait.
recommend just
Okay.
like being conspicuous and stealthing somewhere until the dragons come swooping in. I mean, is there less civilians here than there were before?
There are the same number of civilians. This town
Yay.
is very well defended.
Okay, so oh fuck, where's his name? I've got his
Actually,
name somewhere in my notes.
as you approach the town, you guys would hear in your heads, "Turn back, travelers."
Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you guys. Never mind. Yeah, how you doing?
Bastard.
There's still a lot of civilians here.
Well, I tried getting them to leave, but none of them would listen to mysterious voices in their heads. And
Temperance, that's his name.
then I tried scaring a few off, but that didn't really work. Everyone just got a bit frightened, reported it to the guards, and then I had to hide. I gave it my
Well
best.
done.
Alright, any debts are on your head then?
That seems a bit harsh.
We give you a job, and it hasn't been done.
Well, I'm sorry, there's a limited amount you could do without, fighting that guy who would rip my head off.
Okay.
Unless I started trying to brainwash people. I guess if I started brainwashing people, then I could get them to leave.
No brainwashings. Anyway, we need to get as many people away from here as possible and also do what we came here to do.
I mean, okay, which one of us is the best at putting on a performance? Because They're gonna wonder where their diplomats were, especially if the hero says were. And we're gonna have to go. Yeah, well, the dragons attacked, and now they're coming here. Everybody run! Don't look at me to do that.
See, Succubus Knight would volunteer if she puts her helmet on and like transforms. It'll be pretty hard to tell that she's anything other than just a person, and she's pretty charismatic.
Okay, we have one volunteer.
I'm not charismatic, but I don't have to change my appearance in order to deceive people.
Well, I'm just changing my appearance so that they don't stab me on sight.
To the succubus who's like mad persuasive, who's okay, I was gonna say mad persuasive, but just persuasive because we don't know exactly how persuasive they are. Okay, how confident are you in your abilities to go to that fellow over there? Points at Hero Boy, and just
Also,
be sorry.
also, there is the potential that he could just see through their disguise and stab them anyway. Sorry for interrupting, but
He's any sort of hero, surely he would just listen to what she's saying, regardless of the disguise. Your
Yeah.
abilities to infer to him, look, there is an incursion on its way. There's going to be a lot of them. You may not be able to take them all on yourself. You might want to rally together the townspeople and get out of Dodge.
The other thing we could do is we could ask around. If these people know this guy, we might be able to learn some stuff about them.
alternatively, I could just walk up to him and say that the dragons are coming and you won't be able to fight them all.
I mean,
I
mean,
mean,
if you give that a
if
shot,
you want to
maybe
do
it'll
that,
work.
go for it.
depending on how
I
you do it,
don't-
though, he might be overconfident and be like, "No, I've got this," and points
Yeah,
at the
that's it.
dead dragon.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think he's going to do. Is just say, "Nah, I'll win."
Yeah, well, he's
Just
an
straight-
idiot.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And then
Okay,
and then
Sharp,
Sharp
you
runs
go.
at him.
Runs up to him.
This guy is standing there, and he's like, "Ah, hail, citizen. How do you do?"
Hello. There is an overwhelming force of dragons on its way, one that you will not be able to win against. I advise you give up your position.
I agree that there are an overwhelming number of dragons that will eventually overwhelm this position.
They are on their way now.
That may be true.
Leave.
I cannot.
Get the people to leave. Surely their safety is paramount.
Their safety is paramount. But what would you have me do? Have them traipse across the country and killed by dragons on the road?
Get them to a safe space outside of the city where the dragons will not directly attack.
Where is this space? The dragons have been terrorizing the countryside as much as the cities. And I am honor bound to protect these people. I am prepared to die for them, even if it does mean that I will be slain. My meager strength can only accomplish so much, but I will try my best against those dragons. And at the very least, some of the townspeople might survive if they hide inside the church.
You're also honor bound not to be a total ass about things and think about things clearly. Also, honor is a sordid word that pathetic people hide behind in order to protect themselves from those that they fear and want to not and not be punished by later on should they fail.
I disagree with your sentiment there. For me, honor is standing behind and in front of the people you care about in order to protect them. And I am fulfilling that duty. My chivalric code will not let me abandon these people.
Look, my party can help get them to safety whilst you tactically retreat from this position that will get you killed.
Where is this safe haven you're taking them to? Why should I trust all of the people in this town with you, outlanders? And where could you possibly bring them that would keep them safe?
To a fortress that is currently not under attack by dragons, and also you have no other option other than to stand and die.
My option is stand and die or stand and win. And there's no guarantee that you would be able to get all of these people to this supposed fortress. There isn't even a fortress anywhere near here, other than, I suppose, there's the Dark Lord's abandoned fortress. That's like a 3-day journey on, and that's at a very good marching pace. Some of the people in this village are children.
Children are resilient, they're able to manage and can be carried, they are light. Plus, you have carriages here, surely. Also,
Yeah, but we don't have enough carriages for everyone, and there's a limit to how far you can push people. And certainly, none of them are faster than a dragon.
look, you can stay behind and cause a distraction whilst we get away if you feel that that would be the best course of action
It's
to satiate your honor.
it's simply easier for me to protect everyone when there is a bastion for them to hide in than on the road, where if dragons came at us, if one or two attacked us if two attacked us at the same time, one at the front, one at the back, which half of them village am I to protect?
That is why my party's here, so that we can protect all of the villages.
Don't mention us.
We're all just like looking away during the
And which lot is your party?
Can we have him turn around so there's been a dotted outline where we were, please?
They'll be arranged shortly.
Wait, I recognize you. Weren't you that lot that took my ambassadors away? How did the negotiations with the dragons go? I can't presume too well, based on the fact that your party's not there.
One moment.
Yeah, one sec. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break to go get stuff, and I'll be right back.
Okay, bring me some stuff. Why was Discord not letting me set this child on fire?
James.
What?
Yeah, I am more and more thinking that I might not end up making it tomorrow because I'm now at the stage where I can't turn my head to either side without lots of pain.
Ouch.
That sounds real bad.
Which is
I
a
hope you
problem
get
for driving.
I hope
So
you get some deep heat on that and it sorts you out.
Hell, that's a problem for just everything.
Well, at the moment, I'm just turning my entire body when I'm ready to turn anywhere. It wasn't that bad, and it's gotten progressively worse.
So that's what you've been trying. That's what you've been trying to do, Andrew.
Yes.
Fucking hell. There was me just posting sharp memes.
So, what's your new Pokemon starter, Andrew?
Oh god. I'm very conflicted, but I think it's dog.
I was gonna say
I agree with dog.
I was gonna say a dog as well. The SunnyCon organizers have been going crazy because it looks like their dog. IRL.
Yeah, true. I can't wait for them to completely fuck up its evolutions.
I think my ranking is dog, lizard, bird.
Dog, bird, lizard.
I think the bird just looks too much like an angry bird.
That's fair.
Yeah, it does look like an angry bird. Like the leaves forming the eyebrows do not help. It's gonna have to be dog.
Also, it's like, man, going back to the well of plant bird. No creativity left.
I mean,
Yeah, it's just worse Rowlet, and we can I just have Rowlet?
you are correct. But I think that one has a chance at being cool. The eyebrows do worry me.
It depends what the evolutions are.
Whereas dog is perfect and can only get worse.
And oh wait, it's supposed to be a spotted gecko. That.
Mhm.
So that could also potentially be cool evolutions.
That one looks like another one that's going to look very feminine and then have mostly male.
I mean, I have no clue what it's going to end up looking like.
I mean, if they're following the traditional starter setup, they should be like mostly male and like 20 to 25% female.
Yeah, but look at how feminine Poplio is.
Yeah,
What?
one of the best starters from that.
I mean,
gen.
you're not wrong. I love the middle form because it only smiles at your trainer if it truly loves them, otherwise it cries.
That's one that becomes Primarina, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like Primarina.
The Little Mermaid one.
Yeah.
We're back.
Welcome
Are you?
back. What did you bring me?
Yeah.
What's your favorite of the new starters, chat?
I have no idea. I haven't seen them.
There's one that's a dog, and it's the dog one.
That was an easy answer.
I'll tell you what. For this 5-minute break, all of your characters magically receive 1 sweet.
No, Andrew wants sweet.
Okay, Andrew. I'll bring you an eclair tomorrow.
I don't like eclairs. I don't like cream.
Well, that's what I got.
They don't have the toffee ones.
Oh, right. You mean my brain went the other way. Yeah, those ones are fine.
Yeah, sure. I'll bring you some of them tomorrow.
So, your ambassadors aren't important now. What's important is the lives of your citizens that are going to die unless you can get them out of the city secretly.
I mean, to me, it sounds like they left town with your party, and your party and them all got killed by dragons on the road.
Look, your citizens are here. You can see them, yes?
Yeah, and they're still alive.
Uh-huh. And we're here to get them away without being seen by the dragons.
Okay, not to particularly besmirch your honor, but you don't have a great track record with keeping people alive leaving this town.
I'm not the one that came up with that idea.
Okay.
Plus, we
Bring
did
me-
come to that. Plus, and we did come to an agreement with the dragons.
What was the
Oh,
agreement?
my god. Yeah, Lance is flying away.
I'm very glad that we distanced ourselves.
Yeah, Lance is looking for like some sort of scholarly place, like a library or a school or something.
Or a
that's
nice,
like,
nice cafe with books.
Or yes, like one of them like nice cozy book cafes where he can maybe look up some local history about this place and somewhere. I hope it's this.
That's a
We've
tavern,
agreed.
but this guy inside the tavern will be like, "Ah, customer, I didn't expect that. So what can I do for you?"
Yeah, I'm actually just looking for somewhere where I can just get some access to some books and some local knowledge, like
Oh,
of like
not a
the history
customer.
of the area.
That's
I
much sadder.
mean, I mean, like freaking. Do you sell normal drinks here? The last place I went to sold actual ooze as drinks.
Well, yeah, we're a bar. We just sell drinks. What's your poison?
Like just whatever a like regular alcoholic beverage like a beer or something is, or grog, for because this is like Fantasy Town.
Oh,
He's
I
like,
can
yeah,
get you a
sure,
beer.
sure. I'll have one if you point me in the right direction to a scholarly place.
Yeah, they get you a mug of beer. It froths over the top. It's good. It's nice and cool.
Hmm. How much does he want?
He wants 3 copper.
Pays it. Uh, as I take the flip. So where
It's
should
a
I go?
it's a nice beer. It's quite light.
Nice. Where should
Um,
I go?
he says, "Oh, the only library in town's inside the church, but anyone can go in and talk to the cleric."
Lance freezes mid swig. Finishes drinking. Ah, I see. Thank you. Keeps on just
Yeah,
like finishes the drink and then leaves once I'm finished.
I mean,
Move on.
he he,
I'll let. Sorry.
he will say basically anyone can go in there and just like chat to them.
Yeah, he can say that. Lance isn't saying anything because he's just like worried that the paladin will recognize me. But he
Look,
doesn't say that to the guy. In his head, he's thinking that. Anyway, enough about me. Whatever else anybody else is doing.
look, I've agreed to a moot with the dragons to discuss terms in order to stop the violence, at least for a while. I just need you to leave for now.
But the dragons are still destroying everything.
And I can stop it with the moot. Now, do as I say.
Yeah, but you haven't come to this agreement because they wouldn't be destroying stuff if there was a meeting.
But the meeting is dependent on. Do you actually care about the people of this town?
Yes, I just decreed my undying resolve to stand here and die for them.
You're not going to be any good to them if you're dead, correct?
Yeah, but I'm not going to be any good for them if I don't protect them.
Right. So, what I'm proposing is you cause a big enough distraction over here, whilst I and the rest of my party get the rest of the village out of the city at the other end of the city from where your distraction is taking place. And then you can come and join us once you manage to escape. But the amount of dragons that are coming here will not only overwhelm you, but will overwhelm the city, killing everyone anyway.
So it doesn't matter if I come with you then.
Look, what I'm saying is, you can send the city, the townspeople with us, and have a chance of escape, or stay here and die anyway.
All right. Here, we'll do this. If you can prove that you are a better protector of these people than me, I will take you up on your suggestion.
Bastard. Look,
I mean, that sounds like an eminently reasonable deal.
look, I'm not claiming to be a better fighter than you. I'm just claiming that the threat that you face is overwhelming, and should you stay here with your citizens, you will definitely all die.
But if we go on the road, we will also all definitely die.
No, there is a chance that we get away and survive.
There's a chance I beat the
But
dragons and we survive.
there is no chance that you beat the dragons and survive.
There's no chance we get away.
There is.
Okay, what's faster, a person or a dragon?
It doesn't matter about speed. It matters about perception.
It kinda does.
If the dragons are unable to perceive us, then they cannot find us to kill us.
Okay, how are you gonna hide a town of people?
There are trees, caves, and outcroppings. We'll hide there,
Dragons
out of
can
the way,
dragons
hidden.
can track you by sense of smell.
Then create a larger smell masking us then.
How are we gonna do that?
There's magic
That's
in this
illegal.
world.
And even if it wasn't illegal, we don't have anyone who can do a spell to make a big smelly cloud.
I cast Big Smelly.
God, you so-called magical, powerful people are so shit at what you're supposed to be. I thought you were supposed to be powerful or some crap like that.
Well, I'm not magical, but I am powerful.
Technically, Tim could cast that if he used his channel divinity thing to make as much sulfur dioxide as possible.
Look, we
Also, you
can.
guys keep every time you've been here, you've kept talking about magic. I've like it's a criminal offense just to try and get access to it through an officer of the law. I think I'm being fairly fair with you here by not having arrested you
Look,
twice.
I'm not a magical person. I have no fucking clue about magic. I'm from a place where magic is fictional. Like,
That sounds like a great place.
right? It is great.
Okay.
But
And so you haven't had all the like magic slavery and like there's no like armies of demons in your history that have like showed up because of evil casters and things like that?
no, we just have evil bastards that have armies and try and take over the world using drugs and also weapons.
But not demons. That's a massive step up.
Demons don't exist.
That no, there's loads of demons.
Not where I'm from.
Ah, that sounds like a wonderful place.
It's not.
I've personally killed so many demons. The Dark Lord had like a bunch of them working for him.
But look, I'm not here to talk about the semantics of stuff that doesn't exist where I'm from. I'm here to try and establish a safe route out of the city? There must be a hidden tunnel or something. Any city has a secret, decent city has a secret supply route to weather a siege.
We don't have. This isn't a walled settlement. The only bastion in this place is the building behind me. And I believe there is a hidden tunnel that leads out of that building, but it doesn't take you out of the bounds of the city. It leads to
Where does it lead? Where does it lead?
I'm not sure. You'd have to double check with the priest.
Okay, let's go and ask the priest.
There's more pressing matters at the moment. What happened to my ambassadors?
They are currently engaged in negotiations.
Roll deception.
I didn't say who with.
But they're not engaged in negotiations at all.
They're engaged.
They're
They're,
dead.
they're engaged with
they're
the afterlife.
They're engaged with negotiations with their god
Yeah,
or
so
personal devil.
they're not negotiating with God, they're just there. That's a strong roll. Let's see what he gets on insight. He might not do it. You never know.
If he's meant to be big, strong hero boy, hopefully his wisdom is dog water.
Yeah.
Hopefully. It's not going to be, is it?
I mean, it might. Uh, let's have a see. Okay, so he has that. And he does not believe you. He thinks his summation that you tried to leave the city and most of your group was killed along with his negotiators
Oh, good, he thinks we're dead.
is accurate. I mean, yeah, insight is not mind reading. He just doesn't trust Sharp.
Look, they're not what's important currently. Currently, the lives of your citizens are.
I agree, but I mean, their lives were important. That's not true. That's not true at all.
I'm not
They were
saying that. I'm not saying they weren't important. I'm just saying not right now because they're not here.
no, they're still important.
Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. Then they are important. They're just not important to this particular incident, is what I'm saying. Because they're not here. What is more pressing is the lives of the people that are here that are in danger of being incinerated by dragons.
Well, first, not only are they important because they were my friends and also valuable members of this community, but also they were important because they were your evidence of a good track record keeping people safe outside of town. I just cannot think of a good reason why I should let you escort everyone out of town.
Then why don't you escort them out of town?
I explained that to you. Which half of the village should I save? Whose lives are more important?
Look, you go to the front, and me and whatever's left of my group will go to the other side and defend that way.
I cannot accept that. It's the same choice. I still have to pick which side of the town I prefer to keep alive. Whereas here, I can protect everyone. And at least everyone has a shot of making it out alive.
You
if they're
cannot
all
protect. You cannot protect anybody here, just as you can only.
I mean,
You cannot
you
protect
haven't shown
anyone
you
here
can
because
protect
there is
anyone either. I at least have some evidence that I can protect someone.
Points at Dragon for the 5th time.
you need to. I want to trust you on this because I would love to get these people out of danger, but you need something more compelling than that dead dragon resting on the church.
I'm not using the dragon as evidence. I'm just saying that there is.
Yeah, it's counter evidence against you. You need to provide something more compelling than that dragon for me to trust you with this.
And I'm telling you that a force that you cannot deal with is coming.
Okay, and I'm telling you that it's just as likely that force will find us fleeing this village.
But to minimize that, we can cause a distraction and lead them away from where we're actually going.
Okay, who's causing this distraction? Is it you?
Either me or you.
And then where are we headed?
I-
The nearest,
Where
the nearest fortress with actual troops in it is a 2-week journey north.
to the abandoned fort because it's abandoned and nobody expects people to be in an abandoned fort.
But there's no soldiers there. It would get over. The dragons would just burn it down with us inside.
Not if they still think it's abandoned.
Going to that fortress is basically equivalent to staying here anyway, because if we stay here, everyone can hold up inside this building and I'll protect them. If we go to that fortress, one, we have to brave a very difficult journey where if anything goes wrong in the meantime, a lot of people are going to die. And then if they show up and I lose, everyone dies. Or we could stay here, and if I lose, everyone dies. But if I win, in either instance, everyone's okay, except for the instance you've described, where if we go on that journey, there's a massive risk that a ton of people will die.
There is no situation in which there is no risk, so
Yeah,
you
but
might as well try and go to that forest.
no. The risk is so much greater if we go to the fortress. And so much lesser if we stay here.
No, because the dragons are coming here.
Okay, and what if they get us on the way to the fortress?
Yeah, but they are heading here specifically. They are not heading to the fortress or anywhere along that route towards the
How
fortress.
why would they be heading here specifically?
Well, that's what I'm telling you. They're coming here specifically to attack here because of the dragon.
Okay, how do they know?
As you've said, there are dragons marauding around the countryside. They've seen it.
Okay. How do you know that? You could only have learnt this if you'd spoken to dragons.
Jesus Christ, are you listening to anything I said? I said I've spoken to a dragon to call a moot to get a ceasefire to the fighting.
Yeah, but I disregarded that statement on the count of the fact that it's an obvious lie.
On account of that, you're a moron and should be arrested for incompetence or some shit.
I think I'm doing an okay job so far, but it is not for me to decide, that is for the king to decide. And of course, the goddess. As long as they have faith in me, that is all that matters.
And should you fall, there will be no faith because you will have failed.
Uh, when that happens, I will admit your correctness on that assertion. Now, what did these dragons actually tell you?
Well, you're clearly not willing to listen to me, so why would I tell you?
Okay. Don't tell me. Regardless, I would be appreciative if you hang around to lend your aid defending the people. Despite your general deceptiveness, you seem like you're at least trying to do what you think is right.
Fuck your honor. I'm gonna turn away from him and head off this way.
Okay.
Well, that was a debate for the ages.
It's always the best when we just let Lawrence take hold.
Yeah. Sometimes we just need a good old Lawrence adventure.
I think that guy was being really unfair.
Sharp, you hear this guy saying, "Get your apples."
There's a guy on
And-
the other side of the chopper going, "Get out, you dead."
Oh no, it's the local apple seller.
No doctors on this side of town.
Like,
Can I interest you in an apple?
No.
like
What
this
about
guy's not just
two
gonna,
apples?
this guy's not just gonna let me walk in, is he?
If he sees you, he would look at you and go, "Oh, you," and then say, how do you do? Your friend dropped by earlier.
Who's that? Looks
That
at the guard Drake. Looks back at him.
that strangely dressed individual with the wooden stick.
I don't know anybody who wields a wooden stick. I don't know any
It had
monks.
some. It had some like metal parts on it. It didn't look like a staff.
Right.
Regardless, I learned from him that you spoke with dragons. What did they say?
God, he's seen me and he knows and he recognizes me. Let's just say it didn't go well. So I'm here to try and learn a little bit about your local history. Okay.
Excellent. I can recommend a few books then. There's one based on like the history of the town. I think it's Myrtle's Chronicle. She was an excellent writer. I believe it's on the second shelf when you go in.
So I'm going to go in then.
Of course,
Okay.
access to knowledge is free for everyone. I don't see why I would stop you. Unless, you were the Dark Lord. Then I would cut you down. Or like one of his minions, but you seem fine.
Lance gets inside, wipes for like, I thought that was going to be way worse.
This person behind the counter will leap over the counter and be like, "Oh, what can I do for you in this trying time?"
Now above game, because Lawrence Adventure, I've kind of low-key forgotten exactly what I was in here for. Lance would obviously remember, but me in
History
me,
of town.
yes.
So, what can I do for you?
Oh, I'm just looking for like local history sort of.
Oh, excellent. Where would you like to
Non-fiction.
start?
Just to be honest, I'm okay making my way around the library if you just point me to the direction of the relevant categories or like how you have this place ordered.
Oh, sure. I recommend you start with these, and she will hand you 3 books. And then it'll be like, and this shelf has all the history books. Before she returns to her station and continues reading.
Okay.
The 3 books you are handed is a little chronicle that describes the founding of the town, and another chronicle that is about a woman named Myrtle who effectively lived for a very long time during the magical era of the town. And then there is a final book which details the town's renaming and its more modern history.
The one where it got way worse because they banned magic.
I mean,
And I know that that's subjective, but
do you want to? It's pretty easy to figure out when it would have happened. You're kind of reading the end of the Chronicles of Myrtle and the beginning of the modern history of like this town.
yeah, and I'm guessing it's quite blatant with how long the current status quo is being enforced.
This town has been in control of this nation for about specifically it's it is the uh, Holy Kingdom of Restria, and
Mhm.
this town is called Verence, and it is the capital of Verence province, which is where you currently are.
What else was I want to look for in this? You can like move to somebody else while I think.
Sure. What are you doing, Hex?
Uh,
Are you doing anything in this town?
nope.
Granted, it is getting slightly late.
No, I'm doing nothing.
I mean, I imagined
Bruce?
me and Hex were just like having a coffee to try
Yeah,
and
like-
to try and sober her up.
Just like
Sure. Do you
just
want to
like drip feeding coffee, just be like,
meet with the dragon in this restaurant? The
Yeah,
dragon guy? Yeah, sure.
and we
Because
can just believe that our great ally, the rich head of the shop, he just like gets this all sorted in that conversation he's
Hey, man.
having.
Sharp and Lance are off doing their thing. We trust them to be smarter than we are.
sure. The Dark Lord and the Succubi are also gonna go for a drink because they're like, oh god. Well, the Succubi are like, oh god, this guy's not gonna do a lot. The Dark Lord has full faith. He believes in Sharp. Sharp's got this.
Maybe I can, if they are fine for me to free roam, maybe I can do some investigating and see if there's like a secret latch to a door or something that the Dark Lord is probably needing to access to get his stuff.
Give me
It-
an investigation check.
Can Valstrax help me? I'm a steel defender with advantage plus.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'll cast the guidance. If anybody asks, I'm just like, look, I just need to boost
Give me a
myself
stealth
to-
roll if you're gonna cast
I-
guidance.
If anyone asks, I'll just be like, look, I just need to boost myself to try and understand this statement here. Oh no, yeah, because okay, I forgot magic is illegal here. I won't do
Yes.
that.
If because when you give that explanation, they're gonna be like, yeah, magic's illegal,
Or-
so we're probably gonna kick you out of town.
No, I won't do that. But my totally robotic God Drake thing, which is mechanical
They-
and has been put together with smithing tools.
Bark.
They think it's a regular dog wearing armor.
Cool. I'm just gonna be like, cool. Like finger snap, finger guns. Cool. Toggle advantage.
Provided you don't have your dog, fly around and stuff, then they'll think it's magic.
Nah. It's just walking around. I'm just a kobold with a really big dog.
Yeah, that seems legit. Like you just bought a lot of barding for your dog.
Ignore the +1. That is a 24. Ignore the +1. I forgot to untick it.
Yeah, you manage to have a peek about and effectively you can't find anything in this section of the library, but you do notice that there is a restricted section of the library that you would bet money on there being a hidden compartment somewhere in there.
Okay. Okay. Oh God. How many staff members are there in here? Just the one?
Yeah, just that priest.
Now, could I combine my all-purpose tool to make to produce an alchemist set, and Tim's material producing child of divinity to make something that will knock them unconscious temporarily if I offer them to it in a drink? This plan is going to take time, and I don't have.
Yeah, you think you're missing the ingredients to make that. You think you'd have to like leave and look for the right herbs and
Yeah,
try and make this concoction.
yeah. Like he's just talking about something just to put them to sleep for a little bit. Nothing too bad, but he's like, I
Yeah.
can't that
Yeah,
right now.
you think reasonably you could find something in the woods nearby that might be able to knock them out.
I mean,
Also,
it-
if you do gloss over those books or like quickly skim over them, you would figure out that basically the history of this place was such that a bunch of powerful sorcerers and wizards used to rule these lands.
yeah, these are the ones that we were talking about last time.
They basically were tyrants who killed and enslaved people. It was fairly common for one of the particularly awful ones to show up and turn your loved ones into zombies for funsies. They were really evil. One of them did also unleash a large torrent of like demons and devils that they summoned to kill a bunch of people in an attempt to summon a really powerful demon that they would attempt to control. But effectively, 30 years ago, the kingdom had a number of heroes appear who rose up and defeated these tyrants. Effectively, the Dark Lord is also lumped in with them, though the texts don't specifically say anything that he did against them, other than eventually he sort of sent agents and forces to try and attack or kill certain heroes. Which ultimately resulted in him being effectively attacked last. Eventually, this town was liberated about 2 years ago because it was originally part of the Dark Lord's territory, and it has been part of the Holy Kingdom ever since. This is generally all told to you through the eyes of most of the magical history is told to you through the eyes of an elvish woman who lived in this area for a long time. However, the modern history you think was written by the librarian behind you.
So not exactly a reliable narrator,
Uh,
since they probably have their perceptions skewed by that society is at the moment
I
in
mean,
this town.
everything that the goddess does in the modern history is framed in a more positive light. But to be fair,
Yeah.
in the older texts, it did refer to the people sent by the goddess as heroes because they were killing like evil tyrants, and from the elvish woman's perspective, they were just defeating a guy who tried to have them assassinated for no reason.
Mm.
So like they seemed pretty good generally, but you can tell that the opinion of them gets significantly better in the modern history. It names like several brave heroes who like defeated these vile people who tried to have them slaughtered pointlessly.
No. Do I like? So is it? It took us a day and a half to travel here, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we
You
have a day and a half before the dragons turn.
it would have taken you some time to teach the Dark Lord like a bunch of stuff about that ritual. So you've probably got about a day.
Do I just communicate to the Dark Lord and his succubi? I kind of been let into the library, and they kind of like just know me as somebody about the place now. I could just hold down the fort there, appear to be the. No, what fuck it? I'm going to do that. I'm going to basically go to the librarian. Hey, is it okay if I like rent these, or are they specifically to stay in here?
Yeah, just come over here for a second. Hands you a library card and then stamps the books saying that they've like with a stamp just saying the date they were taken out. It's like, yeah, you've got them for what's standard is 2 weeks.
Okay.
Make
I'm
sure they're
going
returned
to
by
be.
then.
Well, I'm probably going to be bringing them back tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you
like,
can return them. You can return them whenever, or you'll have to pay the dreaded late fee
oh
of
no,
2 copper.
no.
But be
Okay,
warned, every month you don't bring them back, that late fee increases by another copper.
like the horror. I'll bear that in mind. I'll see you later.
It's okay. Have a good one.
Waves. Okay,
They wave you out. That was a nice dog.
okay. Sit, looks around the place, sees coffee shop, remembers Hex, and just thinks, yeah, they've probably gone in there.
Give me your passive perception will be enough to notice this. On your way out, you would notice this guy praying for the lives of his dead comrades.
I'm just gonna leave him. So find the Dark Lord in here, yeah. In this coffee
Yeah,
place.
he's currently enjoying a tepid water.
Okay. Going back to what I was saying a minute ago, we'll just report to everybody and just basically pitch the idea. Okay, so Sharp appeared towards that holy man, the paladin guy, a bunch of stuff about what we've done. I kept my gob shut, and he let me apple. I've found a whole bunch of like interesting stuff in the history of this place, but I think I've spotted the location where your at the Dark Lord knowledge and power and stuff is supposed that you have to get. Since they know I'm a like a face in there now, and they're expecting me coming back, I could just be in there, and then when the dragons attack tomorrow, I will appear to be the good guy as I like help out anybody who's in there, and then in the chaos, I can quickly like guys in, and then we'll hopefully have the place free. What do we think?
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I'm not against that plan. I guess if you can keep them distracted and we can sneak in there.
Looks off to the side. You again.
He's like, "Hey, what's up?" To be fair, I was somewhat successful. Any travelers that came here, I managed to get them to leave. People tend to run away when a mysterious voice starts screaming in their head.
Okay, I'll take some of your damned apples.
Excellent. That's just 1 copper coin per apple.
I'll take 2.
Which 2 do you want?
What have you got?
There's red apples and green apples. When you have a look at them, there's a very shiny red apple, and there are a number of patchy red and green apples.
I'll take the good-looking, two good-looking ones if there are 2 ones, but
Sure,
failing
you
that,
pick
I'll get
2 fresh-looking apples, and he's like, "Have a good day, valued customer. Come again.
um.
Remember to keep those on you. You're protected from the doctor for at least 2 days."
I will whisper to him. You may want to petition your protector to find better places to protect the town.
That sounds like a nice idea. Where is this better place to protect the town?
It's a 3-day march from here. An abandoned fortress that goes under the it goes unwatched by those that would not like the people of the city.
I think we should go to my apple orchard. It's just outside of town.
I've just thought of something that the Lord
Then he could
Succubi
protect
will
my apple.
probably love, and he will probably hate.
I love my apples, don't you know?
I can tell.
I've even got a cellar. We could all hide in the cellar.
Oh, you have a cellar, do you? Is there a tunnel underneath your cellar?
Oh God, no! It's like 5x5 sort of square in the ground with a wooden hatch over it. We
Okay.
could probably squeeze a few people in there. Maybe even 4.
Might be a good idea, but I would.
Wait,
But
how many of these dragons are doctors? Because I think if we have enough apples, then they won't be able to hurt us.
none of them are doctors.
Damn. How sure are we on that?
100%.
What if we try educating the dragons in doctoring?
They won't listen to you.
Damn. Are we sure about that? Education's very important. I'm sure they're intelligent creatures. The
They
eye
are
of the
intelligent.
dragon on the roof sort of just falls out and splats on the street here.
They are intelligent, but your friend over there in the armor, the one at the front of the church,
Yeah, he's
has
great. He saved my life once.
yes. Well, he may have irritated the dragons by killing one of them.
But the dragons were killing us anyway. That dragon, the one on the church, that dragon killed my wife.
Yes, there's an overwhelming number of dragons coming now because of that.
Yeah, but I feel like we didn't start it, right? It was kind of a them thing.
But look, it's not any of your fault that this happened. But ages ago, people that lived here did do something that the dragons blame the people that are currently here for. It's not fair, but that is why things are happening.
Okay.
I just want everyone to be safe.
I don't really know how to solve this problem. Unless the dragons want to eat apples instead of people.
I think they prefer people over apples, to be honest, but
But apples are much crunchier than people.
I prefer apples to people, but who's to say with creatures that I not too long ago thought were fictional?
Apples?
No, dragons.
But apples are way more fantastical.
I'm going to go now. Good luck with your apples.
Okay, how do you like them apples?
I like them a lot.
Thank you for the review. He puts up a little plaque on the side of his shop. I like them a lot.
One last little thing, because I know it's getting late and everyone's quiet. On the idea that I had of when the chaos happens, I can look like the good guy by ushering everybody out of the library and like somewhere where there is like shelter or something like that, wherever the hero guy is beckoning everybody to go for safety,
Uh,
and usher you guys in.
the bartender would tell you the safety point is the library. That's where the hero would beckon us.
Well, I wasn't talking in earshot of the barman, but okay. I was like trying to like talk to just my arms and thingy. But okay. Well, bugger. Screw my plan then.
Why don't you
I'll
guys just go into
I'll
the
just
church?
have to. Okay,
and-
Tim, can you channel divinity thing to get me some depleted uranium? I need to make some nukes to throw at that hero guy. Oh, that's a joke. Actually, trying to do that.
The bartender would be like, "But hey, I mean, if you just want to go into the library, you can just ask to go in anytime." And it's a very welcoming place full of good people who are just trying their best. You look tired. Have one on me. He hands you a drink.
You have my thanks. I'll string it.
Okay.
Going for this one. What are we going to?
Right. Okay. Look, I have a plan to potentially get the guy away from the church. I was going to show him where his two advisors died. Once
Ooh.
I get him away to show him that location, you guys can sneak in.
The bartender would say, "Hey, if you just want to get him away from the church,
That is a constant in this. That is a constant in this equation that we are having to calculate around.
I know that guy in front of the church. He's my close friend."
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he's very stalwart in not moving from that spot, isn't he?
He's really honorable. He defends the people.
Uh-huh.
But like, if you want to get him away from the church, I don't know why you would. It's important he stay there. But I guess it wouldn't be that too bad if for him to have a little break. You
Well,
guys
no,
could
it's
sneak
just
into the church and like jump out of the front doors and give him a surprise.
well, no, it's just I have information for him that he needs to come and see, really, to protect you.
Okay.
Which is what I was going to show him.
Uh, you're gonna show him information. Trying to tell him it.
No, it's too hard to explain.
Also, either way,
Indeed, it is too hard to explain. Here, Sharp, have a drink.
either way, you could just use the secret entrance inside this tavern.
Secret entrance?
Yeah,
What?
there's an escape tunnel from the church in case things go awry, and it leads here.
Well, you might want to be using it soon.
Yeah,
So
like I said, I kind of want you guys to like give him a surprise so he takes a break.
Okay.
Oh,
You,
he's gonna get
uh,
surprise.
you, barkeep,
That sounded a lot more ominous than I made it seem, but okay.
you, barkeep. None of this happened. You,
No, it all happened.
When you say you, are you pointing at me?
well, no,
Who you
just
pointing
to
at?
the rest, just to the rest of the group.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to lead him away. If he leaves with me, you lot go either through the tunnel or through the main entranceway. Okay?
I mean, I think the tunnel sounds like the path of least resistance.
Yes, but we don't want him coming in
But he
whilst
probably
we're in
won't.
there.
He probably won't. He's practically nailed to that spot.
Yes,
He's
but
practically
we want.
welded to the stairs.
Yes, but we want to reduce that risk as much as possible.
Yeah, but if we've got a way of going under him, and there's dragons, the surprise that's going to happen himself.
Yeah, you guys are gonna surprise him. It's gonna be great.
Then we kind of don't mind him being there.
Sure, let's go through your secret passageway.
It just seems like you guys really want to be friends with him.
Show us this passageway now.
Oh, okay. Jeez, very aggressive. He wanders over to the
I
pool
think
table.
my drinking buddy might have had a bit of a rough day.
He wanders over to the pool table and chucks specific pool balls into like a few different pockets in a specific order, and then a door in this wall opens up, and there's a little
Excellent.
storage room, and he takes the lid off one of the barrels, and it leads and like inside is a hole with a ladder. He's like, yeah, just down there.
Well, I can
Okay.
officially say I am impressed with your secret door work.
Yeah, it's good.
Job.
It's a lot easier to open from the other side, but yeah, it's good. It's a good door.
Everybody go through.
And I think
mean,
that is a good place to end the session with you guys having
yes.
Aggressively
found a way in.
wanted to be friends. That's
Yeah, you
definitely
really
what
wanna be
happened.
friends.
So aggressively friends. You're my friend.
You really want to befriend that guy, so you want to give him a nice surprise.
Yeah, that and it definitely helped when the Englishman was very aggressive towards him in response.
Can I do one last whispered thing to Temperus, our half dragon friend?
Oh yeah, you can speak to him
Whispered.
psychically.
Psychically, just go hang back and psychically give us the nod when the dragons come. We will probably rest and wait in these caverns if we need to.
Sure, I will. if the dragons show up, I'll give you a very subtle warning. I will scream in your brains, "Oh my god, there's dragons and they're killing everyone!" That'll be the
then-
subtle warning.
And then follow us secret door.
You got it.
No, that's it. Because Lance is like, if we need the confusion of the dragons attacking, then we might have to just rest up in the cave, in this underground cavern, secret cavern thing, and wait.
Yeah, you guys did the thing.
Did some things and some stuff.
I really thought you would have talked to the people in the town earlier than this, but here we are.
I wasn't. I assumed they weren't going to openly give us an out. I assumed that they would
people in
either
this
not
town
know
are friendly.
anything, and just be like, "Oh, well, sorry, can't help you. You want samples," or actively just be like, "No, just let the hero deal with all the problems. We're not going to do anything." And us be like, "Shit."
The people in this town are friendly. I mean, even the guy in front of the church is generally trying to just help you from his perspective.
He's an
Equally,
idiot.
I mean, from his perspective, you guys got many of his close friends killed.
I mean,
And from our
was-
perspective, the Jedi are evil.
it's only sort of our fault. We didn't bring them to the dragons with the intent of them getting killed. The
You're right,
dragons sort of
but
did that.
he doesn't know that. He
Yeah,
just
because-
knows
yeah,
that you guys
yeah,
took his
'cause-
ambassadors out of town and have not returned with them
Yeah,
and
because
spoke to
Sharp
dragons.
rolled an 11 on deception when he should have just went, "Look, the dragons just iced them, literally." Okay.
Yeah, his general assumption is that those dragons showed up, attacked your party, and then they died.
Which is why Lance just went with, "It didn't go well." Okay. Thinking that's probably enough.
That's what he thinks happened. He doesn't know how culpable you guys are, but he trusts you guys to an extent. If he didn't, he would have already killed all of you.
Well, how very heroic of him.
I mean,
Wow, that
the
would
thing-
really explain why all the TMNT proc pre-release promos were in the Lorwyn boxes.
I mean, at that point,
Because somebody in Pat mixed them up.
I mean, at that point, it's literally your agents working for the dragons to feed people to dragons. I think he would be pretty justified killing you at that point from his perspective.
I mean,
Anyway,
he-
I'll see you
Yes.
later.
Bye-bye.
Everyone go to sleep.
Good night.
He calls himself a hero and then goes and does that, and then this is on a cloud somewhere waggling